Hello everybody and Happy New Year! So what better way to kick off the first video of the year with a Q&A? So like I said in the previous Q&A, if I do get enough questions, I will do another Q&A video, and I did. So let's get started. I'll begin with the questions on Facebook. So Ashang asks, which recording device / microphone would I recommend for shooting wedding videos? Great question. Wedding videos are really tricky because you only get one shot at them. So usually if I shoot weddings, I'd have at least two sources of audio, and that is a on-camera microphone that's plugged directly into my main camera, and then I will also wirelessly rig the bride and groom with wireless lavalier microphones, very much like the one I'm using right now. So a directional on-camera microphone such as the Rode VideoMic Pro, Rode VideoMic Go, and the Rode VideoMic Pro is pretty good as well. And definitely try to invest in at least one set of wireless lavaliers for weddings, such as the Rode Link Filmmaker Kit, the Ceremonic UW Mic 9s. If you want to go big on budget, the Sennheiser EW112P. That's a bit on the pricier side, but they are really reliable. Oren Turkey, I hope I pronounced that right, please correct me if I'm wrong. Hi there, are you going to make tutorials on how to shoot videos and tips and tricks? Techniques using Canon 70D. When using lavalier mic attached to the camera, do I have to mute down the sound in the camera? How can I shoot video remotely if I can't use the Wi-Fi in video mode? Thanks a lot. I do try to keep my tips and tricks as general as possible unless it's like specific tricks for a particular camera. But yes, I will definitely do more tips and tricks videos in the future. And about what you said regarding turning down the sound in camera when using an external audio source, that's because the internal preamps inside DSLRs are generally of very bad quality. So if you amplify your signal using your DSLR's preamps, it will introduce a lot of noise. We call that the noise floor. So what we do to mitigate that effect is we increase the signal strength of the input so we don't have to amplify it that much using the bad preamps of your DSLR, so you don't introduce as much noise. So that's why you want to input loud and turn down the input gain on the camera. It's to minimize noise. So if you're using a wireless lavalier set, usually the receiver should have the option for you to turn up the output gain, or if you're using something like a Rode VideoMic Pro, there's also an option to boost the output from the VideoMic Pro as well, so you don't have to boost it that much using your in-camera preamps. And shooting video remotely without Wi-Fi, that's going to be a limitation for some cameras, but it is possible to use your phone as a remote controller for your camera if you connect it to your camera using a OTG cable. Go Yit Han, a friend of mine, do a C100 Mark II review. I might, but not just yet. Isham asks, what made you start doing YouTube and which video did you make that you are the most proud of? Now, what made me start doing YouTube? Now, I started out by doing camera tutorials and reviews. Now, in particular, the series that kickstarted my YouTube career was the EOS 70D training video series. But why did I do it? Well, YouTube is just such a great platform for people to share knowledge and experiences to other people. And it's similar for me too. I just really wanted to share what I knew about something to the community, and hopefully it helps somebody in some way. And I'm really glad that some of my videos were found helpful by some people, and that is definitely the most rewarding for me, when people find my videos actually helpful to them. Or in terms of my review videos, I really just want some people to know more about a particular product before they decide whether or not they want to spend their hard-earned cash on it. So which video am I the most proud of? Well, none in particular actually. I'm still looking to improve. But if I had to pick one, it's probably gonna be my first Q&A video, because it's such a great opportunity to interact with the community and it keeps things human. So we're moving on to YouTube questions now. These are questions posted in the comment section of my previous Q&A video. So Feroz Reef, what camera would you recommend for taking clothes picture, and thank you? Well, I'm pretty sure any camera would be good because I don't think there's any particular camera that takes particularly good pictures of clothing. So I'd say use whatever that's available to you. Zubair Ansari, awesome. Please do a studio and lighting setup, specifically the newer videos and that 2x macro tube video one. There really wasn't much lighting in the old videos, and for the new videos, it's only just one light panel diffused through a umbrella just off camera to this side. One light source. Anshu Nema, giveaways. I'll definitely consider doing some giveaways. Zhiyuan Zhang, can I be one of your friend? Why not? The Vitruvius, have you ever tried the Lumix G7? Unfortunately, I have not, so I don't think I can comment on that yet. Benjamin Hung, any tips on organizing photos? Really good question. Well, the way I organize photos is I have folders organized by year. So every photo that I took in that year goes in that folder, and in those year folders there are subfolders. I create one subfolder for each time I import images from a memory card, and then I begin it with the date of the import, And behind the date is a short description of what the contents are, for example, trip to the park. Cowstuff Ganguly, I hope I read that right. Hello, I'm a new subscriber to your channel and already loving the videos due to the simplicity of them. For a beginner, it's a very good thing. Can you help me choose an entry-level DSLR? Also, I have a Sony HX200V. Will it be a good camera for beginners trying manual photography? Now, the HX200V, it's a bridge point and shoot. It will be a nice opening ground for you to start experimenting with manual photography, so that's a good place to start with your basics. However, the parameters are going to be a bit more limited. You can't change lenses on it. So if you're looking for an entry-level DSLR, a 750D, a 760D is a good place to start. Or if you're looking for something a bit more, you can even look into a second-hand 60D. You can get those for really quite cheap now. Harry asks, I see that your desktop background in the background of the video is actually the same photo spread over both screens. May I ask how you do this, please? I wanted to know for so long. That's very observant of you. I actually downloaded this background from the Microsoft website, and all you have to do is right-click, personalize, and basically you just need to download a wallpaper with a very long aspect ratio, and then in the fitting mode choose either tile or span. I have mine set to tile. And last question from Harry. I don't edit my photos, so I was wondering if you had any recommendations on what to do whilst editing photos, since I never like to, or I have a fear of me overdoing it. Thanks. Well, editing photos is a painstaking process. Basically, you need to keep reminding yourself to take breaks in between, maybe once every 45 minutes or once an hour or so, because if you don't take breaks, it can take its toll on you and the quality of your work can actually decline. And if I'm having a very long Lightroom session, I like to edit while listening to music, because you can actually listen to music while you're editing photos, unlike if you're editing video where you have to deal with the audio, in which case I can't do it while listening to music, because then I won't be able to hear my audio track clearly. So that's all the questions we have for this time round. Keep the questions coming. If there's a question you want me to answer in my upcoming Q&A video, just leave them in the comment section of this video, and I will try my best to answer them in the next Q&A video. Again, if I get enough questions, I'll make one next month. So once again, wishing everybody a splendid new year 2017 up ahead. So that's pretty much it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.